All right, folks, it's almost 5 p.m. I thought I'd do a quick little video. Now remember, I warned you, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos that some people aren't going to care about, don't want to see, and don't whatever. There's a lot that probably do. I dare say this is an educational ordeal, if you can call it that. I'm getting some things prepared for tomorrow. We're switching everything over to the cow yard. Mainly for the ease and convenience of starting to catching animals, which is going to happen pretty quick here. Starting with those 2 Holstein heifers. One of the things I'm doing, and I make a practice of right now anyway, is grabbing a bale of sorghum and cutting it and having it at the farm. I guess I could very easily come down here in the morning during the dark and getting one, but I've got time now, and it's nice and easy and it's convenient. So what I wanted to do is put on a little video of how I cut these line wraps, these bale wraps. There's a couple different methods. There's only 2 that I know of, unless you can dream up of something else. You can either prolifically cut it, which I suggest if you're not too terribly busy. And I'm not being funny either. I know of some operations that are feeding 3, 4, 5, 15 bales of baleage a day. That's no joke. And busy with everything else. They literally just go up to the line, get their forks in there, lift it up, and the wrap breaks off. Teach their own. If I didn't have time, I'll be honest with you, I tested that out one time and I didn't like it, and I won't do it. I like keeping things uniform. I believe it saves a little bit, so this is what I do. I picked this up just the other day. I picked up a couple of them because I always end up losing 1 or 2 or 3 a year. You can use a regular old pocket knife. I promise you, within 1 week, you're gonna go get a razor knife. And then you find the split. Split looks like it's here, doesn't it? No, it's right in here. You gotta feel around. I like doing it this way because it keeps things uniform. And after I take this bale off, you'll see what I'm saying. Now, I'm very simply going to pull up to it right now, go up with the loader, and you're going to hear a snap. Obviously, it's that wrap snapping back. And I'll show you how nice and uniform it is. Of course, I'm taking a video of it right now, so it's probably going to look like crap. Remember, these things are heavy. Try and grab it in the middle. I don't suggest you grab it from the top. Now, you probably didn't hear that or feel it. I did. I heard it give a nice little snap. Okay, for some reason the bale that I'm bringing to the farm didn't stay too uniform. I don't have an answer for that. Probably because I didn't start from the bottom, which I usually do, as far as I can reach. As you'll see, it stays uniform. There's just, I don't know. I guess it was one of those things that makes me sleep at night. But for any first timers or for next year, I strongly suggest that you do not just pull up to it and rip it. Take the extra 2 seconds. It keeps things, I'm not going to say the U word because I already said that 5 times. It just keeps things a little more proper, especially if you're selling any. You know, like I'm going to make it a normal habit where Saturdays this winter, it's going to be a free-for-all. Show up at your leisure anytime on Saturday from certain times to get loaded up with alfalfa baleage for deer sales. I'm probably going to have a stack of 20, 30 ready to go, and it just makes things nicer. The load's nicer, stack's nicer. People are a little happier. Look at all that juice dripping out of there. Yeah. I did bale this really wet. It was a lesson learned, but no harm, no foul. The cattle are doing really good on it. They really are. I will not be baling it this wet next year though. It needs to be just a little bit drier. So. Trust me, this will break apart on you. And you gotta watch when you cut it. Like this morning I was apparently feeling a little too high and mighty. And me and my brand new lime green knife, I just dug into the bale and whop! Well, the bale split apart. Even that inch or whatever it was that I went into the bale, I can't explain it to you. Maybe I need to do a video sometime. Some of the bale fell apart, and yeah. So this is a video for any of you OCDs out there. So yeah, sorghum baleage is going really good, folks. Today was day number 3, and it's kind of exciting to me because like I said earlier in this video, I'm kind of changing things around, and I'm going to start feeding in the cow yard starting tomorrow morning. Basically because things have dried up really, really nice around here. That and where I'm feeding right now, that's pasture land. Now, we didn't have a choice. Things were so disgusting around there, we had to abide that pasture land right there and let them make a mess of it, which is something you don't want to do. I mean, it's beat down to nothing now. But you got to take care of the animals. Give them a drier, somewhat cleanslier place to be. Well, now that things have dried out in the lots, cow yard in particular, plus, not to mention, it's time to start catching some animals, starting with the Holsteins that are going to a local dairy. It's better off that we start feeding the cattle yard. We need to get them out of that little pasture land anyway. It's beat up, but as much as we can save, the better. So that's about it. Just getting things ready for tomorrow. I do have a project going on in the farm that I said I was going to take a video of. I believe I'll probably go ahead and take another video this evening, folks, and post it. Other than that, the plowing's going on. I only got in a couple of solid hours of plowing here today, and that's it. I wanted to finish this project, or at least kick in the butt this project that I'm working on. And you'll stay tuned, and you'll see something about it. So other than that, hope all's well. Talk to you sooner or later.